Alright guys, the Dragon King back once again, and we're going to do some top 10 videos. I enjoy watching them, and I think it'd be a little easier on me to make them. Y'all don't really have to see me, so I think I can just do audio and pictures. I really hope that is fine with you guys. I hope that doesn't, ruffle any feathers. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to do the top 10 ice-themed characters in comics, mainly coming from the big two, Marvel and DC. Now, I think this should be a little easier to do it that way, especially on the fact that I don't really think there's a lot of ice-based characters in the Indies, and from what I researched, there's not, which is kind of sad. I really would like to see some other spins on them, like a more lethal ice-based character than somebody like Killer Frost or something. That'd be pretty cool. But anyway, I digress. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and announce real quick that at the end of the video, I am going to do a giveaway for a Iceman's custom-made slide. Now, it's not the best one. It's probably a little bit not as good as the other one, but it's a lot bigger and a lot cooler looking in a few other ways. I put a lot of time into it, a lot of effort into it. I hope it turns out, puts a smile on some figure collector's face. So for the figure collectors out there, I got that for you guys. I'm going to do different giveaways for the next few videos. On my next top 10 video, I will do another giveaway. Something from my personal collection that is completely different. I think it'll be really cool, and it'll usually theme along with the video. So I might just do some separate fights on here too. And do it like that, and just separate them from the podcasted videos, and just do a podcast. Maybe I might add a fight in, or I might not. So I can do either or. I'm trying to surprise you guys, keep you on your toes a little bit. Because I know some people like routine, but I think it'll be a little more fun that way. So, let's see. Number 10. My number 10 pick is the new character that I just learned about, Polar Boy. He seems very, very basic. I mean, compared to an ice character, it'd be a bit basic. I'll admit he doesn't have a cold gun, so that's kind of cool. His powers are naturally given. I don't really know how they're given to him eventually, exactly. But yeah, he seems to be a character trying to get with the League of the Superheroes, which are really weird characters. Some of them are really cool, and then some of them are like really weird. And they've tried on and off some weirder characters for the League of Superheroes. So that kind of makes sense. Some of them are basic powers, some of them are out of this world powers like Matter Eater Lad and all sorts of crazy stuff. So Polar Boy looks really cool. I'll admit that. He's got a really cool look to him. But other than that, he's just a character with ice powers. I will say we're going to exclude two characters. Oya, who is a Marvel character, who's pretty cool. She's really interesting, actually. And Crystal from Marvel as well. The Crystal the Inhuman. Because I'm focused on more just ice. Oya's got fire and ice, and then Crystal's kind of like the Avatar. She's got elemental powers. So, I just figured I'd go ahead and strictly ice characters. So, get back to it. Number 9, I'm sorry. I'm going to do Captain Cold. Yeah, a lot of people are going to hit me on that one. I don't know. I just think he's okay. He's a cool villain for the Flash. Should it make sense? Somebody with a cold gun that can freeze him and stuff like that because he's fast. That's cool, but he's kind of bland. Other than being the leader of the Rogues and having his little arcs with his sister, other than that, on a regular basis, he's just bland. He's just okay. He has no crazy motive other than just, robbing bank here and there or something like that. Then it's really cool to have a villain who doesn't really particularly like killing, which is kind of cool. It makes it more interesting to have a villain with morals, to be a bad guy but still have morals against different things. That's interesting. I'll give it that. That's interesting. So I always give him that, but other than that, he's just okay. He's kind of bland. So that's why he ended up with my number 9. But my number 8 is usually somebody who tags along with somebody else, so it really has stunted them, and it really hurt them in my opinion, was Ice. DC's Ice, Fire and Ice, from the duo Fire and Ice. Which sometimes they split them up, and it was, okay. But that's kind of how you can sum up Ice in a general. She's just okay. She was never really blowing anyone away. She never really had any crazy character arcs. Matter of fact, I might switch them out. I don't know. I'd probably say Captain Cold had a few other character arcs, but other than that, he's just eh. But I'll admit, Captain Cold in Injustice was really good. I really liked how they tied him in. But other than regular, just eh. Ice, eh. I'll give her that same thing. She's just got a little more better than Captain Cold. Maybe because he's just a character. She's not just a character with an ice gun. So that might help her out a little bit. But then we can move on to Marvel's Blizzard. Now, Blizzard is a Iron Man villain. Very obscure. I'll admit that. But Blizzard's not terrible. He's got some pretty cool ideas. And I think he made... Now, I could be wrong. I don't know nothing about Blizzard. And I didn't research him. I just researched ice-based characters and wanted to know who was who. And I would say, I think he got into it with Tony, most likely. For some odd reason. And now he's trying to kill him with ice-making machines. Or something like that. In a suit. That's usually how his villains turn out. But, yeah. He's still kind of bland. I'll bet his suit design was really interesting. So I'll give him that. That's plus. That's a few more points over Captain Cold and Ice. So that's where he kind of goes up a little higher on my list. Now, my number 6. Yeah, 6. I would say the Ice Giants. The Ice Giants are really cool. Giant, crazy characters, but other than that, they're kind of just goons for Thor. But, I mean, to be an ice giant and he be a goon, that's still pretty cool. I mean, even though he's a goon, I mean, he's still monstrously strong and crazy looking and all sorts of stuff. So that's where I get the ice giants a little cool. And they had the cool, Viking aura towards them. So if you like stuff like that, that's already another plus to them. So that's pretty cool. Alright, my number 5 is Ymir, the King of the Ice Giants. I do like his character arc with Loki, being his real father and all that. So that's pretty cool. Or his biological father, I would say. So they had that cool arc with him. He has really cool stuff with Surtur every now and then. I like how they pair them up with the Fire and Ice duo. It's pretty cool sometimes. Alright, we're going to go into my number 4. My number 4 is Icicle from the Injustice Society. The group that usually fights the Justice Society of America. Icicle's really cool, and I'll admit, he's kind of got a weird look sometimes. But he's kind of got the Iceman thing going on too, but just a little less powerful in my opinion. I'll admit his character arc was really interesting in the comics, but I feel like they really developed him and brought him out in the the show on Disney, DC Universe, the little app, platform, streaming service, whatever. Yeah, he was really cool in that show. Really lethal side to him, really dark, to kind of a campy villain. Really, really developed him very nicely, Alright, now my number 3 is Killer Frost. Now, Killer Frost I always thought was really cool. And I always liked her motives. Pretty much just get one up on everybody kind of thing. Get money, power, that kind of thing. Really cool adversary for Superman. And now I'm kind of realizing it's kind of weird that a lot of ice-based characters are villains. There's only like a few heroes, really, which is kind of odd. What you gonna do, I guess? You gotta be a bad guy, you gotta have ice powers. Because they're cold as ice, they're cold-hearted killers. Alright, now my number 2 is Mr. Freeze. I'll put Mr. Freeze at number 2, that high, because I loved his Nora story arc that they added in within the Batman animated series. And yes, if y'all ever wondered, that's where it came from. It never came from the comics. In the comics, before all that, he was just a guy with a cold gun like Captain Cold, which was kind of, in my opinion, very lazy writing. It was kind of weird to have two characters exactly alike and then just, you know, oh, he's just got a cold gun because he likes cold stuff. No. At least they don't have all the ice puns like he did in Batman and Robin, I guess. Now, my number one, and no, it's not coincided with the giveaway, the theme is, but my number one is Iceman from the X-Men. He is just an all-around dynamic character. I mean, from the very beginning, he was one of the very first X-Men, and he trained his powers for a long time. Kind of found out he was an Omega-level mutant. And then to make something as simple as ice powers, like for other people, to make them crazy interesting. I mean, to be able to make sentient ice clones and drop people's body temperatures or the area around them to absolute zero and colder. Then be able to have fights with people like Pyro and Human Torch of all people. I mean, that's crazy powerful. And then even without the power, I mean, he's got really cool character arcs. I mean, his arc with during I think it was Fatal Attraction, when he started to go into his Omega level powers. He had this crazy look about him, and then he was trying to figure him out completely, and then Emma Frost helping him. Pretty much told him his potential, to where he could grow massive sizes, shrink to massive sizes, pretty much not die. If he dies, he never really completely dies. He just turns into water vapor, then eventually freezes himself back to life. I mean, it's just really crazy out there what they did with some of the stuff with this ice-based character, just ice. And then he also came out as one of the very early gay characters, which I think a lot of people kind of suspected, but you know, whatever. I thought it was really cool. I'll admit it's kind of weird how they did it, because he had a girlfriend when he came out, and he didn't really do it himself. His future self did. So he's not my favorite gay character, and I'll probably do another, like an LGBTQ or whatever you want to. All the letters are. I don't remember all the letters. I'm sorry, but you know, probably some of my favorite character arcs or characters they did for those kind of stories, or gay characters that are really cool, or lesbian characters that are really cool. I don't really do like the trans and stuff, because it's not that I don't like them or nothing. I'm not, you know, homophobic towards them or whatever, or however phobic you'd be, transphobic. I just feel like they really overdo it in the comics, other than gay and lesbian characters. I feel like their stories are really well written, and the trans characters are just there for that representation, and I just feel like, in my opinion, they're not handled very well. I wish they were handled well. And I really wish we got some really cool trans type characters, or pan, or however you want them to be. I just feel like they just really nail it sometimes with the gay and lesbian characters. So that's why all them reasons why I put Iceman as my number one. I always loved him, and I always think he's probably the best ice-based character. Now, a lot of people are going to kill me and say either Killer Frost or Mr. Freeze. But no, I'm sorry. He's just, they don't have nothing on Iceman. Power-wise, or even character-wise, I mean, he's just an interesting character. Anytime you saw him on screen or on page, you never knew it was coming, because the way his powers worked, with the struggle he went through, going through his powers, his relationships, all that stuff, it just doesn't work. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Now, the way to enter the contest, I'm going to go ahead and put it in right now, is to like this video, subscribe to the Dragon's Den, share this video, and leave a like. I think I said leave a like. I don't know. Leave a like. Subscribe, leave a like, share, and I will announce the winner on my Instagram. I'll see everything on this video, so I don't think you'll get left out. If you do, y'all can follow me on Instagram, and I'll link my Instagram. Y'all can message me there if you really feel like you were screwed or something, and I'll figure things out. I don't want nobody getting screwed. I don't want nobody to get done wrong, but I'll make sure everybody has a chance, An equal chance. Don't want to get first bid or first dibs on anybody else. Even though I think the prize is pretty cool. It's not the best prize, so y'all shouldn't be fighting, clamoring for it. I think the second video's prize is a little better, because I didn't make it, you know. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and close this video out. Bye.